Sorry, what? No, don't start that yet. He just, it was a lobby where we just went through. It's one of those things is a bag of, it's a bag of espresso, the retail bag. It's what he has right now. Okay, I just need a hot Americano. Is this for the hot Americano?
Yes.
Wait, that was actually a cappuccino.
Was it just 4 shots of espresso?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the same thing. So,
It is?
yeah, it's well, it's not the exact same thing, but the difference, cappuccino has milk, there's Americano has water. So I can use this as that, but you can have your 4 shots for a cappuccino.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to my morning meditation. I look out the window and just ponder things. Here, let me show you guys this though. This is my art project that I just finished. Let's see what it looks like in the sun. Just a symbol I made up. Carved into this wood and then did like a bunch of layers of colors on it. Kind of cool, huh?
Maybe he's using the bathroom. I just got here too.
Not gonna avoid now, baby girl. Are you out of here? I can't believe you. Sorry, I've been awake for a day. Oh, go sleep. Don't start.
Yo, finally, good morning. I know, right? This is like what I signify as my morning. This is my cup of coffee. Officially, my day has started. Me too, dude. I didn't get to sleep till like 1 last night or something. And like, I was like, I had to force myself out of my house. Had to force myself out.
Well, got it under wraps? Yeah, I know. It's gonna take a minute. Dude, yeah, he works a graveyard shift, so it makes sense.
You didn't go to bed till 2. It's 8 now, so that's crazy. Yeah, I think I went to sleep at like 1 or something like that. Woke up at 6. Then just got up. I just forced myself up and out, you know?
Yeah. Is that what those 7 shots?
I didn't imagine it would be possible to be this tired as an adult. Like, I would be this tired, you know? Like, I imagined. Yeah, I mean, I laid in bed for like an hour last night. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just laid there. I couldn't go to sleep for whatever reason. Laid there, and then I looked at the clock, and it was like 12:30, and I was like, damn it. It's exactly what happened to me. Have you seen this yet? My little art project I made. It's like some Chinese symbol that I made up. Maybe it means something in another language, I don't know. But I made that up, and then on the back of it, I drew this dragon. It's my little good luck charm. Brings me fortune and good fortune from the dragon god. You haven't seen that yet? Yeah. I just made it up. I like found a piece of wood in like wood shop in the wood shop and like carved it. So this is all carved. Like this has like lines in it. It's all carved. And then I like outlined that with black and silver and gold. Maybe it means something, I don't know. But yeah, I just made it up. All original, I didn't copy anything. Same with this. It's my mythical dragon. It's my Chinese good luck charm. He protects my spirit. Yeah, I mean, I usually do something every day. You know what I mean? Like
Frankie Tacos?
nowadays, especially the weather's warming up. You know, or something. But yeah, I go and paint a lot and stuff like that. So this is my most recent project. It's just this. I actually got like sick of the game, kind of. I got sick of losing and all this stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna go make something that's my own. I don't need somebody else's creation to tell me how good I am or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go make my own creation. Live streaming. Yeah, I guess I could. It's just sometimes it's like this. It's like, I don't know if it'd be that good of a live stream or whatever, because it's like this like took like 3 or 4 days to do. For me to get it how I wanted it, you know? And it was like, I don't know, because it's like, it's kind of hard to just like make something up and make it look good, you know? Like make it look like professional or like, you know, like it's actually a thing or whatever. But so yeah, this took me like 4 days, but something different, yeah. For sure, I agree. I've done it before. I've live streamed me painting before. You went to a car club? Nice. That sounds fun. Did you see a lot of neat cars? Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, McLarens, Bugattis. You did? Nice. Sounds fun. What's the weather like in the United Kingdom right now? Is the weather warming up there in the UK? It's still pretty cold here. Ooh, not much going on here today. Just the normal day. Woke up, went to the gym. Came here. What's your car? Do you have a super cool car? Do you have like a really nice car? only have 3 cars. One is a drift car. You have 3 cars and you don't even have a license? Dang. That's crazy, Gigi. A drift car? That's cool. $18. Yep, sounds like it to me too. That's cool. I'd like to have money. I have a bed, that's all I really care for. If I have like my own personal bed, I'm fine. Landing on an airplane in there. Oh, it's like the espresso machine. It like forces like water through like a small like little hole or whatever for like the coffee to like be steamed or whatever, like through the pressure. It's like pressurized steam for an espresso machine. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, I like told my brother last night. I was like talking to my brother last night and I was like, dude, I'm happy as long like my expectations in life are like so different than they were. Yeah, it's pretty loud. It's like just like a steam. It's like a espresso machine or something. Yeah, I was telling my brother last night. I was like, dude, I'm happy as long as I have like a bed. If I have like a bed in my own room, you know, then I'm happy. Wherever I end up, as long as I have a bed in my own room. I hate sharing a bed and like sharing a room with people. It's like, I hate sharing a room with people. So as long as I have like my own place to sleep, I think I can like deal with the world. Saturday. What to do on Saturday? Easter is on its way. Somebody who's in like a homeless shelter or something. I just imagine myself ending up. Yeah, if you have like a significant other, I guess. I'm just saying, like, I don't know where I'm gonna end up in life. Like, if I end up homeless, you know what I mean? Like unable to like pay for a house for myself, and so I have to live in like some like supplementary housing or something like that. Like as long as I just have my own bed, because I don't want to share with people or share a room with people. And a lot of those places where it's like, you know, like government housing or whatever, you like share a room and stuff. You have roommates. Like little privacy, like very little privacy.
It's almost
I'm gonna move into the sun over here. Yeah, but you don't have your own room though most of the time. I've been in some of those before. I've been in jail and stuff, in prison or whatever. You share a room most of the time. It sucks. With one or like 4 people, you know, it just sucks. I'm scared that's where I'm gonna end up. I'm like super scared that's where I'm gonna end up. It's like truth or dare. You want to play truth or dare? All right. Truth. Have you ever tried to activate superpowers in your life? When I was a kid, I used to try to like become a Super Saiyan like in Dragon Ball. It was like a Japanese cartoon. Presley. I used to try to be like a superhero. No, you haven't? I used to. When I was a kid, I used to like try and flex as hard as I could, like power up. So I'd like become a superhero. Because in the show, that's what they do. They like strain their body and mind so hard that eventually they just like surpass all the limitations. Sleep in your garage, nice. Yeah, that's like one of my biggest fears right now, is just like not being able to like pay for anything, you know. I'm sure that's a fear for a lot of people, even people with jobs, you know, but it's like a huge fear of mine. I got a story for you guys. You want to hear a story that's like a very like crazy story? So I was in Georgia and I ended up in a homeless shelter. And there was some girl there that was there as well. this like really this black girl with like she was like super loud and like and stuff like that. And one time I was like in my room alone sleeping because I was just so tired. He's always sleeping. I think boys are just like that. As soon as we get comfortable, we just get sleepy all the time. I woke up though, and that girl, that black girl in the homeless shelter or whatever, was like staring at me, like playing with herself. And she's like, "I want to F you," and I was like, "Get out of here!" I was like, "What the hell?" It was so weird, dude. That's my homeless experience. Yeah. She like came in my room. It was like a big shelter. There was like, you wouldn't worry too much, yeah. There was like old people. There was like some old lady there that was like always screaming. She was like, "Give me my lithium." She would always yell for her lithium is what they had her on or something. And she would just freak out randomly and start yelling like, "Give me my lithium." But yeah, some girl came in my room and was like staring at me and like said she wanted to do stuff to me. I was like, what the freak? That's why I was saying there's like no privacy in those places, and like everyone in there is like crazy, you know? Everyone in there is like, they took off the streets because they wanted them like off the streets. I have another story of somebody like exposing themselves to me. Here's like another one. So I worked construction for a long time. All right. And I like saved up all my money. It was like super hard work, right? You worry about your boyfriend when he's at work? I'm sure that's common to worry about your significant other. People do it all the time, I bet. But I saved up a bunch of money, and I went to Greece. I like spent my money on a cruise through like the Mediterranean or whatever. I was like the youngest guy on the cruise ship. It was like all old people that were like visiting like the ruins of like Rome and Greece and all this stuff. And I got a taxi cab. And the taxi driver tried to steal my money. He was like, okay, it's like 30 euros or something like that is what he said. He's like, it's 30 euros. And so I gave him a 100 euro bill. It was like a bill that had 100 euros on it. And then he hid it underneath his leg. He hid the $100 or the 100 euro bill underneath his leg. And I was like, dude, he's like, you never gave me any money. And I was like, dude, I can see it right there. I was like, I can see it right under your leg, dude. And then he was like, okay. I was like, dude, what are you trying to do? Try to steal money from me. Well, anyways, this guy, he took me to the temple, this like temple of Zeus or something like that. And then he took me to like some church, and he's like, okay, the church is like, you have to walk up this hill. You have to like walk up this mountain to find like the church. He's like, it's a church that's like very old. I was like, okay. So I like walked up there, and I walked around, and this is where the story gets weird. I was like sitting on the side of this mountain, just like overlooking Greece and stuff like that. And some guy came around the corner, and he was like, I don't know, maybe like 25 yards away from me or something like that. Like 25 yards away. You don't know his job? You should know his job. I think, Gigi. You should probably know what he does. But this kid is like 25 yards away from me, and I was like sitting on this mountainside by myself, just looking at Greece. Like I was like contemplating life and all this stuff. And he goes over there and he pulls down his pants and he jacks off to me. He like waved to me, and so I waved back to him. And then he pulled down his pants and started jacking off to me. And then he like came or whatever, and then pulled up his pants and walked off, dude. I was like, this That guy is like seriously crazy, like mentally insane, dude. But that happened to me in Greece. Some dude pulled down his pants and jacked off to me. I was like halfway up a mountain and it was like they were on a different trail. Yeah. He doesn't tell you. You should ask him what it is. But yeah, those are like my two stories of like people exposing themselves to me. One was like some black girl that like came in my room in Georgia. And then one was in Greece, just guy. He was like on a different trail and I was like on the side of this mountain. So there was like space like separating us and like I was like there was kind of a cliff like separating us. But yeah, he totally pulled down his pants and jacked off and then like got off on me. And then like, he like went all over his hands, like wiping his hands on his pants and stuff. He like walked away. And I was like, yeah, that's honestly one of the weirdest things that ever happened to me in my entire life. I was like thinking, dude, these Europeans are like something else, dude. They got like for some reason that got that guy off, like to be able to do that. And I was just like sitting, I was like, what the hell? It was like the weirdest thing ever. That's a story that I tell everyone though, because it really is just like, what the fuck? Like seriously, like, yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm in another country, like, nobody speaks English or anything, dude. It was so weird, dude. Yeah, for sure. He definitely is a perv, yeah. Like, dude, it was so weird, dude. That's just my story about me going to Greece, guys. That's my story about Greece. They're just crazy over perverts, dude. Overly sexual perverts. It was so weird. It was just like, what the fuck? And like I said, my cab driver tried to steal $100. Wait, what's up? It was the weirdest thing ever. I don't think I've told you guys that story before, so. Yeah, first I was like sitting up on the mountain and he waved to me. It was like a little cliff and like there was like two trails down below me and he was on like the second trail, like the furthest one, and I was on some upper trail that like went around the mountain. And like the mountain was like all this marble rock. It was pretty cool. It was like the mountain was like all white. It was like the mountain was pure white, like marble or whatever, or something like that. It was super cool. And I was like, this is neat. So I like walked up there and I was like sitting on it, like overlooking Athens or whatever, like contemplating about like Zeus and like Hercules and all these guys, like Achilles and all these like ancient Greek stories and all this stuff. And he walked around the corner, like I saw him down there, and he looked up at me and he waved, and I waved back to him, just like, oh, it's just a guy waving at me. And then he pulled down his pants. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, dude, it was even weirder. Like he like waved to me and then he just like got off, and I was like, welcome to Greece, dude. Your cab driver will try to like put money under his leg and like the people are gonna like jack off to you. Yeah, dude, that's like one of my weirdest stories. It's just like, what the hell? Your boyfriend knows 3 languages: German, French, and English. Nice. I feel like those are some good languages to know in Europe. But yeah, Gigi, do you know any Greek guys? Are all Greek guys like that, Gigi? Because you're in Europe. He is cool and adorable. Nice. You lost 2 pounds laughing. Yeah, dude, it was so weird. And there was like nothing I could do. It was just the weirdest thing ever. Like I've never had somebody in my entire life ever do that. Obviously, you know, like it was just so weird. Not all Greek guys are like that. That's the same trip that I went to Great Britain on that trip, and I just like hung out at the airport. I had like a layover in like the UK before I came home. Some guy dressed in like a red like uniform tried to like sell me like chocolates in like the airport. Yeah, you're welcome, Presley. Hopefully I made your morning. But it is just a weird story, huh? Like definitely just like a what the hell. There was like nothing I could do. You know what I mean? Like it was just like what the freak? And I'm like in another country. Like I said, everybody speaks a different language. All this stuff, dude. It was nutso. But the temples were cool and stuff like that. Like they're really big like temples that were like all marble and white. Like the ancient pillars and like stuff like that. Those were cool. Those were really cool. I like went to the Temple of Zeus and like I went to the Acropolis and like all this stuff. Sounds like a comedy movie. Yeah, like some guy like couldn't do it. Yeah, dude, the dude just comes over and just waves and smiles, and then the next thing you know, he's like, what? Just like what the? It was totally unexpected. But I'll never forget that. I seriously will never forget that, you know? Just totally nuts. Have you ever been to Greece, Gigi? Have you traveled a lot of Europe because you live in Europe? How many like European places have you been to? I'm kind of curious. A furry, nice. You guys know that guy that comes every once in a while? His name's Mysterious Frog. He says that like his brother says he's a furry or something. That's what he said at least. I know it's like a pretty popular thing in like junior high schools and stuff right now. You have one to Greece? Nice. Yeah, I thought it was like really, like the stuff was really cool. Like all the archaeological stuff was really cool. It's expensive though. Like, dude, I had to like eat like nothing. I ate 0 things. Cause it was like I had like only money to like travel around, and so I like ate like hardly any food. I was able to like speak to somebody in Italy though with like Spanish. They were like able to understand me kind of. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna head out. Been a pretty good stream. How you met your boyfriend? Sure. Let me know how you met your boyfriend. Then I'll sign off. I'll listen though. Sure, tell me. Mr. Bean waving, yeah, it seriously was like as ridiculous as that. Like you could imagine Mr. Bean. You know what I mean? Like it's like so weird. Like he just seemed like a friendly guy at first. It was so weird, dude. Yeah, let me know how you met your boyfriend. Then I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get back to my house. That made your day nice. I'm glad. I'm glad that my story was able to like affect somebody in a positive way. It's just so weird. It's like so weird and random. Oh, nice. Defending your honor, huh? Did I make eye contact? It was too far away. It was too far away to like see his eyes, you know. He might have had like sunglasses on too or something. He had like a buzz cut with like short hair though. It was like really short like black hair. It was like a smaller guy. But it was like, you know, somebody who's like 30 feet away, you can't really make eye contact with them. It's like you can tell that you're like looking in the same direction, but it's not like you can't like see if you're making eye contact with them or whatever. But that's cool though, Gigi. Sounds like he was like, you know, already had good intentions for you since the beginning. I'm gonna head out though, guys. I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for the company, Gigi. Thanks for the company, Presley. I hope that both of you have a good day. Gigi, I hope you have a good night. So thanks for keeping me company at the coffee shop this morning, or my morning. But I'll see you both later, okay? Bye.